Okay, so I can't get into that inside. Every time I try to get the right angle, the video camera shuts off. So anyways, you guys can reference the previous video that I made of the inside of the booster here. You could tell that in the previous video I set it up just right and had the light on and everything, and had the camera set up to view what's going on inside here and basically what I was doing was I was pressing on the brake pedal and I was trying to see if there was any sort of movement from inside here that would be pushing the piston into the master cylinder. So that's why I uploaded that video. To me, it seems like in the previous video you can tell there's no movement whatsoever from anything that would be pushing the piston right here, this piston, into the master cylinder. So for that reason I was kind of like, you know, maybe I need a new brake booster or something's going on in there. Like I said, I don't really understand brakes all that much, so but something should be pushing that piston into the master cylinder is kind of my point. So anyways, I went on the inside, took a look. Dumbstone, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, but you talked about having the clevis pin connected to the brakes here, and I do have everything's connected from this side. You can see here's the pushing down on the brake pedal. Let me do it with this one. Pushing down on the brake pedal, there's that piston going into the brake booster. As far as I can understand, that piston is fully operating, no problem there. I believe it's called the push rod, actually. Excuse my ignorance. And actually, it's funny that you asked about the clevis pin, because I took it off and then it disappeared somewhere on the floor mat of this car. So anyways, I took off the push rod there. I took out the clevis pin in order to kind of take out the push rod to kind of look at it and see if anything was wrong. I didn't get it all the way out. Maybe I can take it out right now. I won't bother doing it. I've already wasted enough of your time. But anyways, I took it out from the brake pedal here and pulled it out kinda, and it didn't come all the way out. I guess it's the design of it, but as far as I could tell, everything's kosher from this point right here. And like I said in the previous video, you can tell that when I'm pressing that pedal, I would think something should be pushing here, and that would be pushing this piston, which would then push this into the deal. But the other confusing thing is, see my reservoirs right here on my deal? It's hard to tell, but this is the max line, minimum line. This is about halfway full. This was full by the time I installed it, and both are actually down about halfway. So that leads me to believe that we are getting brake action here. We are getting the piston into the brake master cylinder. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But anyways, when my dad, like I said in the previous post, my dad was pushing on the brake pedal and we were trying to bleed. Okay, that's what happened. We had the new master cylinder installed, so I knew that I had to bleed the master cylinder, bleed the brakes and everything. So I tried bleeding the master cylinder first. Again, no fluid came through. That was really discouraging because I thought that was going to be the solution. So then I moved to this driver's side rear and tried to bleed here, and again, there was no fluid coming through on that side bleeding. So there was still a problem somewhere and I couldn't figure it out. And while I was working this side, we tried a couple times, like I said, pumping the brakes, and my dad was in the driver's seat and he was pressing on the brake pedal, and that's when we heard this pop, and it kind of sounded like a spring pop, like a toing sound. And so I can't remember who, I think it was John Coffey, mentioned that it could be this, I believe he called it the differential switch right here. It's hard to see right there. Yeah. So he said to just kind of tap on it gently with a hammer. As far as I could tell, that's what he meant, what he was trying to tell me to do. So I left everything all installed, and I took the hammer and just, you know, tapped on it all directions, you know, every way that I could, the whole thing. It kind of sounds stupid, but I was kind of thinking, well, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. So if that's not what I was supposed to do, and I was supposed to be banging on something else, then just let me know, because I do want to be doing this correctly. I do want to get the brakes working, but like I said, I tried that first, that didn't work, and so that's why I went and took everything apart, took the master cylinder apart. But yeah, so pushing on the brake pedal, absolutely no pressure at all. Obviously I had the brake master cylinder off, and that's why. But even if I had everything connected, I still wouldn't have any pressure. So anyways, I'm gonna cut it off now because like I said, I don't want to waste your time. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll get her all started up and brakes working. Thanks.